video, you're going to see the luggage rack installed and the license plate bracket. Fancy. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be working on the Humpty Dumpty bike. I want to just throw this back together quickly, see where we're at with that. This is the frame. That's severely bent. Like, take a close look at that. That's bent. That's bent. It's supposed to be straight. We're going to straighten it out and see where we're at. So we're going to bend this and see how she turns out. I don't want to have to spend any extra money on this thing. So I'm trying to reuse some of the parts, and I can always fix a few things, cut this out, re-weld a piece going across here. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to bend this back. And like, I know the metal's fatigued. I'm going to grab a bigger one. Yeah, you can see the break in the metal. I felt it too. So yeah, the metal's completely fatigued, which is fine. Like, I was thinking about cutting this off anyways. Probably bent it a little too far. Right about there. Yeah, that works. Oh, there we go. Now we're going to the other side. Knocking over my tripod. A little too far. That's fine. It is better. This one needs to be bent up a little bit. Alrighty, so we know it's not the greatest. You can tell the two bad points, and there's some other stuff. But if you put a straight bar on it, she's pretty good. Like, not bad. 20 minutes later. So it almost, nah, it doesn't. These are the mirrors I got off of Amazon. Those are the mirrors that when I was going to do the cafe racer build. There is a piece of plastic, not the glass, but it's like, you know, translucent plastic that goes right here. But the one thing that I am missing is the piece that goes inside here, which is fine. I won't need it for when I get it safetied and stuff eventually. But this is somewhat okay. Like, I say somewhat, it's questionable. The bike is metric. I got imperial bolts, so that again is something else to deal with. I think these will be adequate. Like, you're going to see your elbows and yourself in these, but they'll be good enough for now. These do have blinkers. Right? This is fake, like faux carbon fiber. And again, I do have the body parts coming with this thing. You can almost see the bike being a bike, almost. I still got to bend the handlebars. I will replace these eventually, but I'll bend them into place. So this has got to come up, you can tell, and it's been pushed forward. Yep, she's been pushed forward, but she was pushed back, it looks like. I don't know. Once I start measuring stuff, I know it's pushed down. So that'll get that there. But yeah, you kind of get the idea for this thing. She needs some work. She's had some things happen to her. I am glad that the lights aren't too badly scratched, so that's okay. Again, this is the part where I was questioning. I'm hoping that the kit that I got will have the plastic piece that goes here. Let's hope. That'll be awesome. And it's only a $300 kit online, so it's nothing that's going to be spectacular, but if it gets me close, I'm happy. Now we're going to go to the back of the bars here. I'm going to straighten those things up, and we'll see where they come up with. And then I want to actually install the license plate bracket, because we don't have a license plate bracket. The original owner, if I just lean over here, you'll see that this is where the plate goes, and that's what they had. So I did the same thing just for temporary, in case I wanted to boot around. And yes, that is an air horn. Not sure where it's going to go yet. So I did check to make sure that I still had working lights and such. And then now I'm bending the rear grab handles. I want to retain them. And if I can't, in the next mod, as you'll see,
I'm going to build something that'll work with it. But until then, I need to get the license plate in so that I can figure out where the lights are all going to go. And that'll be in another video a little bit later on.
So I'm working on the back here, looking at all the wiring stuff, noticing that the running lights is missing for the license plate, but that's fine, I can fix that. I found this. I'm like, what the heck is that? So I tossed it over here and I'm like, wait a second. What? Are you serious? Yep. As long as I click it in here. So that's on for high beam. That's off. Like, I'm gonna fix this up a little bit. But turn that on. The lights, you'll notice it's a bit weird. So it is broken, but it still works. So that's the bonus. Like, holy, like, nice. Anyways, back to work.
So I didn't know where to position the camera for this, so I just kind of stuck it in place and went to work and figured out where exactly I want the license plate bracket to be before I get the camera in place and then show you the rest of the install. And I found the spot. Did a couple pre-drills and whatnot and started fastening everything together. I will use red Loctite eventually. Not in this video, but I want to make sure I can get things. And I started dropping nuts and bolts, and it was going underneath the motorcycle stand. It went into the pit of no redemption. It went all over the place. It was one of those things.
So number plate's now installed. The blinkers are on order. Wiring will be done at that time. All the stuff's in here except for the running lights, so I'll just hook into something. It is there, but it's not there. Again, probably with the tail section, which was cut off. It is what it is, not really too worried about it. But now we're going to install the rack for like luggage and stuff. Not sure how it's going to turn out. We'll see what happens with what I decide.
So all the instructions that you have for this device is this. And that's more than enough. Looks good. It looks like it's going to work perfectly fine. You know it never will. But in the photos, it looks great. So the first thing you do is remove the grab handles that we just straightened. And I do want to keep them, but I don't think it's going to work out. And once we fasten everything into place, we realize that the hardware isn't exactly up to par, but we can always replace that later on to what our liking is.
I think I haven't, and the photos online show it with this being installed on top.
Not a lot to go by for this photo, but it's the wrong bike.
Yeah.
Now that everything's settled, all that's left is to fasten up all the hardware, align everything, set everything into place, and then tighten it all down.
Working on the reassembly, and one of the photos says or shows a similar item like this. Obviously theirs is a different style of bike, but I wanted to see if it would fit, and well, that's my conclusion. So, well guys, there's a little bit of a gap there, which is fine, not that big a deal. I was hoping that I'd be able to reuse these in some way, shape, or fashion. I probably still can. I'm not entirely sure. I would love to be able to maneuver them so that they're facing this way. Because that would be cool. Gives you the passenger something to hold on to. I don't think that in this current configuration that this would work properly to what I want. I was also thinking like if I flipped them over and did something like this, again, doesn't really work. The only thing that really lines up is when you have them bolted down, and nothing really will work. So that's, yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. But that all being said, she doesn't look too bad. So you can put lights here, lights here. It's got a good tie down. It's very firm and strong. I could probably make this out of aluminum, which I may do in the future. Just have to get a plate of steel, bend it down, do some cuts and stuff. Not really anything too spectacular. I'm not sure what this was, how they did this, but I don't know. All in all, she looks great. The bike is, well, it looks like a bike almost. Yeah, if you squint really, really hard, I'm not sure what this is. It's almost midnight anyway, so maybe that's it. You can see that there's a bike here. That there might be a bike. Nothing's really attached, like That's just kind of hanging there. That strap's kind of holding it in. But there is a bike here, surprisingly, somewhere. Lots to go. Again, these are going to come off and get rid of these, put them somewhere safe. So got to find a piece of plastic that, hoping with the kit comes. But you know what? This is kind of looking nice. I like it. Long ways to go, and I'm rambling. I'm going to cut it off here. If any guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. As always, the two things in this, the fender, that thing, and then the thing you can't see over there for the license plate bracket, they'll be in the links down below. As always, I will catch you guys at the next one. Peace.